Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. So let's continue with the important topic. Is it important? But the khushu', right? Because all of us are affected by it, right? So we were talking just now about wearing the best and cleanest clothes, yeah, because it would affect our khushu', right? That would make sure that it doesn't expose any part of the body, especially with the sisters. You have wives, if you have mothers, not girlfriends, right? Uh, Women, right? In general, make sure in general you should cover the feet. Majority scholars you should cover the feet. Yeah. There's wearing socks or wearing things that overflow. Then make sure the what do you call it? The hair is all fully covered.
With the feet, like, is that injured salah?
Now the feet sometimes in the Asian culture, right? They would expose the feet. They can say they can expose the feet, but majority of scholars say it's better to cover.
Are you not supposed in the car?
Yeah.
I heard they have to show your face.
There's the umrah.
Oh, it's umrah.
Yeah, there's umrah. Okay.
That's uncovered.
Now the next one, of course, is your wudu, right? Next one, you should do your wudu properly, yeah, in order for all of us to have more khushu' in the salah. Why do I say so? Sometimes it gets into our mind, right? Or do I have wudu or not? Especially when you want to go toilet. If you want to go toilet and the prayer started, would you go toilet first or join the prayer first? Toilet first. It's very important. Wudu next time, inshallah. Because this is that's so rude. All right. So sorry, but you still get the intention because you are already in the mosque. If you miss because of the long queue at the toilet, you still get the reward of the whole salah, correct? Osama? All right. So don't rush. It's very important. Yeah. We discussed also last time before that we must not run to the mosque. We must not rush the mosque. So let's say Imam will say, Allah Akbar, you're outside the gate. You shouldn't run. And then because what happened when you run? First of all, it's not dignity. Muslims are always encouraged to walk with dignity. Secondly, when you rush, you have no breath. Thirdly, you're everybody is affected by it, disturbed by it. So so you should just walk. This is a hadith, right? So it's sunnah for you and I to walk slowly. It doesn't matter whether you miss the whole prayer. Right? Now, the next one. Okay, so this I'm covering everything. So before you leave the house, there is also dua, right? Ila billah, right? And then also going to the mosque is the dua, Allahumma aj'al fi qalbi nuran wa fi lisani nuran, all this long dua. Ever memorize it? Yes. You do not know that there's a dua, you haven't memorized it. Yeah. Okay, there is dua, long dua, beautiful dua, because asking Allah to give us light on the heart, on the everything, body, right? It's a long dua, and I can guarantee you, if you do it every time you go to the mosque, by about the fourth or fifth day, you memorize, inshallah. Right? So, but you just need to be consistent. So, do all of us need light? Of course, especially in the hereafter, right? When talking about light in general, it's about the hereafter, because the hereafter we need physical light. In this world, we need spiritual light, right? So don't get confused. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna light, just switch on your mobile phone, is light there. Okay. Now, repeating after the adhan, right? What are we supposed to repeat after the adhan? Whatever things that the muadhin is saying. Yeah. Except hayya ala salah, you say la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. All this affects your khushu, because then you're preparing yourself. And especially you need to ponder when the muadhin says hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, come to pray, come to success. And in Indonesia, I was there, right? Walking around, shopping, and the muadhin stay hayya ala salah, people still carry on shopping. We had the mosque is just nearby, and it shouldn't be, right? You need to answer Allah's call. In fact, we all of us, especially for the men, right, in all these Muslim countries, it is obligatory to go to the mosque. Do you agree? Because mosque is very nearby.
Evidence you had until you said it wasn't.
Not here because it's quite, we are in a non-Muslim country, right? It's difficult to find mosque
What
somewhere.
about in London?
No, it's quite difficult, especially when you have work and all this. Very difficult. All right, let's be practical.
I heard something about business.
In London, there's no good microphone
East London.
unless you're in London. yeah. Okay. Okay. Then after that, in order to, this is all about improving your khushu'. When between adhan and iqamah, what do you do? Either do sunnah prayer and / or make dua.
What is the sunnah prayer?
Right. So, what do you call it? So make dua, a lot of dua. Don't just switch on the mobile phones, chat on WhatsApp. You didn't need to do very more things that are useful for the hereafter.
What is the sunnah prayer between the adhan and iqamah? Is it 2 rak'ah?
Yeah, we're going to discuss on Saturday, inshallah. The sunnah prayers, inshallah. Was it?
That's a business tactic to make become a child.
Yeah, it is. All the sunnah prayers on Saturday.
I just want to ask, so let's say the event for Fajr comes, and you have 2 sunnah before Fajr. Will I pray 2 sunnah before Fajr and then 2 between and then a couple or just 2?
No, it is part of it.
Oh, so I just pray 2.
It's part of it, yes. So okay, let's say Fajr prayer, right? Usually, let's say Fajr prayer is about 6 in the mosque. So the adhan maybe about 5:30, right? So you always do your sunnah prayer where? At home.
Is that for all prayers?
For all prayers, if you can, of course. Except when you work, it's difficult, right? You're at work, right? But most of the time, you're in the home, you pray sunnah prayer at home, and then go into the mosque. Then you.
Why is that?
Okay, so let's start over again. I just do wudu, right? So what sunnah prayers you are praying? 2 rak'ah for the wudu, and the 2 rak'ah before Fajr. Since I'm going to do Fajr prayer. Then I go to the mosque, then I pray Tatul Masjid, and that's about it. Come to the mosque, Tatul Masjid. Okay. Now, the hadith is very clear. Prophet Muhammad said about the what do you call it? The supplication between adhan and iqamah will not be rejected. Some Abu Dawud and Tirmidhi. Yeah, so do make lots of dua between adhan and iqamah. Whatever dua you make, even in your own language. Okay. Perfumes. Men, in order to increase your khushu', should smell nicely, right? So it's a sunnah to wear perfumes. If you are cooking for whatever reasons, you need to take a shower, and then before you pray. Yes, you shouldn't eat onions and raw garlic. It's one of the things that will offend the angels, will offend your neighbors, right? Difficult. Then avoid eating raw onions and raw garlics before the salah, right? Sutra. Now this is the thing that everybody forget. I've seen many people pray here, pray there, pray there. What is sutra? A barrier in front of you. What is the ruling? Sunnah, right? But it will affect your khushu'. Why?
Because if everybody come pass by, you just do that.
Yeah, and so that means, what is the minimum height naturally? Usually it's a bit higher than this one. It's quite low, the mosque one, a bit higher usually. But it's okay, we don't have this word. So that means this barrier that you need to use to pray, right? So when you're in congregation, the imam is a sutra. So technically, anybody can able to walk, because you want to go toilet, you can just walk across the people, because imam is sutra.
But not
Right.
the prayer.
Not in a prayer, because they got no choice.
So if I'm standing here and there's an imam, if someone passes here, it's alright.
Yeah.
Sometimes people break the wudu and tell
The only thing that you need to remember, right? Make sure, I think the best sutra is always at the wall, right? The front, right? So, because if not, what happened because your focus is always, when you look at something, right? It's always a peripheral vision that you can see, especially when gono khushu'. But this will eliminate all this. Secondly, shaitan will be prevented, from trying to get into you, right? And next thing, of course, is with the sutra, right? That you must ensure, right, that no one walks in front of you, between you and the sutra. What happens if they do? What is the ruling? It's obligatory to stop somebody. Of course, if it's a child, for goodness sake, don't just pick up the child and throw it, right? All right, you just need to use your common sense.
What was it
Right.
because of like random non-Muslim stranger?
That happened in my masjid.
Because I
Some
remember,
guys,
yeah.
some non-Muslim just walked in.
I remember I was praying outside the gym, right? And there was like a next door was like a car garage.
Yeah.
And some guy came out, just opened the
When
door,
you say that
just
was
looked
so I
at me,
get it like that.
praying. I was like,
What can you do? Just keep quiet. Yeah, it's a public area anyway. Yeah, all right. So this is sutra for you, which a lot of people are forgetting now. The thing is quite tricky. It's quite tricky is when you end up if you are late, right? You are late, so the person in front of so you're doing this extra prayer after you're late. Person in front of you have moved. What do you do?
Move into the position.
Yeah, you can move to the front until you find a sutra, but not until come back to the front, right? But move just a few rows. Yeah, if you feel, can you practice? You here as a sutra, or if you have a bag, just put your bag in front of you.
Yes, sir. Just now, before prayer, I used Abdul Rahman as the younger one. And he thought he was in my way, so he moved. And I didn't have a sutra, so I
Should time that. Yeah.
gave him to move up.
No, that's not okay, right? But then you just need to put something in front.
This sutra moves, we move as well.
Until the canteen, yeah.
Sounds so
Okay. Now, questions? Yeah, so all this affects your khushu'. Now, this is all before the prayers. During the prayer, the first thing, of course, when you move, you need to be slow and measured. You must not move too fast, especially when you change different positions, because
you need to open it.
it would affect your, because once your bone is not rested and you start moving, no, you invalid your prayer.
Is it?
Yes.
So what about you people that do this? They go,
Yeah, finished.
no. You know people do that shit.
I know,
You
no.
people do that. I see
Yeah.
that all the time. I'm thinking, is this
Yeah.
the same boat?
Yes. It may potentially invalid the prayer because the hadith, right, very clear the hadith. What's the hadith?
Salman,
Tell me.
Sorry? No, there's another hadith.
no, that the man came to the mosque.
Okay, Charlie will explain to you.
The Prophet saw my prayer and told him your prayer's not going to be encouraged again. The same thing again happened a few times. So Allah said, you have to go to be still in each position.
Yeah, so he was literally being explained why the prayer wasn't affected because the bones are not still. So I think there's two positions that will affect, right? When between your two prostrations, as you did just now, or when you say Sami Allahu liman hamida.
Some people race.
Right. So your prayer, according to the hadith, will be invalid. Okay, so you need to advise them next time, inshallah. Now, the next thing, of course, as I said just now, you need to remember death while praying, during praying, to have your khushu', of course.
Oh, I thought you just meant to think about what you're saying in this.
No, but you remember that death might be coming immediately, so you would have more khushu' in your prayer, inshallah. Yeah. The next one, know that Allah responds to the prayer. We discussed before, right? We know when we say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, what does Allah respond? Yes.
I don't remember.
My servant is praising me. When we say Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah responds, my servant is glorifying me. When my servant is saying Maliki Yawmiddin, Allah will respond, my servant is exalting me. When my servant says Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, I respond, it's in between me and my servant shall have what they ask for. When my servant says Ihdina siratal mustaqim until the end, Allah respond the same thing. It's between me and my servant shall have what they ask for. So it is a conversation between Allah.
So is that why people take gaps between those parts, or is that just?
Yes. Yeah. So that you can, pause what you're thinking, right? So it's personal, it's not sunnah, right? When I say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, I will really in my heart, I was, oh my God, Allah, thank you for making me a Muslim. Something like that, that to make sure that I'm talking to Allah, literally. Right? So this is good. That this is hadith for Muslim. Yeah. Okay, I think a lot of times, a lot of people do not know what they recite in the prayer. And that is a huge thing that you don't understand even when you say Qul Huwallahu Ahad, Allahu Samad and all this. It's very simple, but you don't understand. That takes away your khushu'. Agreed?
Yes.
Right? So all this you need to know very well, not just the gift, for example, right? Why do you say Qul? I know you say, but why do you say that?
It was a command from Allah to the Prophet.
When? What did he ask?
قل يا أيها الكافرون.
No, Qul Huwallahu Ahad.
When it was like I think doing one of their celebration, and then each group would like will come, and then they'll say, "Oh, this is our Lord." This is
Yeah,
our
so
Lord.
they were boasting about the gods. My Lord is Lat, my Lord is Uzza, right? And then suddenly they came to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Muhammad, tell us, who is your God? Allah revealed this. Qul, say. So when you know this, it makes sense, right? Then you know why we are saying this. And we know, for example, when you know the Al-Ikhlas covers 1/3 of the Quran, it gives you incentive to have more focus in the Quran and what you're reciting, inshallah. Yeah? Yes.
Tell us other hadiths in the last hour before Fajr, he used to recite 3 times. So I finished the Quran.
Because Al-Ikhlas, why is Al-Ikhlas equivalent to 1/3 of the Quran?
Yeah,
Tawheed and
it's like it's a summary of like who Allah is. Like it says, "Qul
Yeah,
huwallahu
especially
ahad."
yeah, because the Quran is divided into 3 parts.
Yeah.
1/3 about the Quran is Tawheed, 1/3 is about the prophets, 1/3 is about the hereafter, right? So that's why 1/3 of the Quran is Tawheed. For 23 years, the Quran was revealed, right? 13 years is about Tawheed. So Tawheed is so important. That's why we must know Tawheed very well. But why is it so important? Secondly, Omar. So 13 years, right? In Mecca was revealed. Once in Medina, boom, 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 don't do this, then immediately they just follow. They no need to think about should I follow, should I not. Everything they followed. To such an extent, they were in the middle of drinking alcohol. The verse of alcohol was revealed. Some of them they put their hands inside and they vomited out. And this shows how the commitment they had in obeying Allah. So, and also they take so many years to learn about Tawheed. So all of us should also continuously know about Tawheed and learn ourselves, because that is everything that we need to know,
When
inshallah.
it comes to speaking to non-Muslims about Islam, is it a good idea to start with Tawheed?
Always.
That's what differentiates us.
Always Tawheed. Whether they accept or not, it's not your problem. Yeah. So it's very important, yeah, to know this. Now, as we talked just now, it is good to recite in a nice voice. You would like your imam in Traweh or the mosque to have a nice voice, right? That increases the khushu', surely. Right?
There's a hadith about that, isn't there? The one who doesn't beautify their voice is not. It's in that hadith.
Was it hadith?
It's not from us, but from
Oh yes, it's a hadith. Yes. Yeah.
voice.
In the Prophet Muhammad asked us to. Okay, let's talk about another hadith from Muslim. The Prophet Muhammad said he would recite a surah in such a slow and rhythmic tones that it would be longer than seems possible. So you don't just rush to finish the surah.
Chef, I've heard that there's some people that recite, like, you know who Omar Hisham is? I was listening to him once, and the Bible said this guy's basically singing. That's how
Yeah, it's not like to read in a singing voice. Just keep it simple but nice. Inshallah. All right. Another hadith, Prophet said, beautify the Quran with your voice, for a fine voice increases the Quran in beauty. Yeah. Now, your hand, where should you place your hand? Left, right over left, by your chest. Right? It is in general. Of course, some of the people in the stomach area, belly area, but majority would put on their chest. Right? No, it's just a sunnah. So sunnah don't need to argue about this. Right? Where do you look your face? Where do you look? The place of prostration. Right? So your face shouldn't go right and left. This is how to do your khushu' at the place of prostration, inshallah. And except in which position? No. Except in your tashahud. Then your eyes look at the index finger and move a little bit. That is a sunnah. Remember what the Prophet said? Salu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray as you see me pray. Not pray as you see your friends pray. Right, so we do need to follow sunnah, inshallah. Yeah. Eyes open or closed? Open at all times. Right? And index finger is moved because
Slap the shaitan.
yes, to slap the shaitan, literally.
Oh, is
Move
that
a little
actually
bit.
true, yeah?
Yeah, it's a hadith.
Oh, I thought it was like a remix.
No. Right? Who will always disturb us?
Shaitan.
That's how we do khanzab. We'll open your buttocks in the hadith.
Wait, what?
And you feel as if you are passing wind.
Oh my
Actually, you're
God,
not.
Sheikh, that always happens to me.
So khanzab is a good friend. Right?
Always because of what I eat.
Now, so you and I, in order to have khushu', will have to seek protection with Allah from shaitan, right? So by beginning of the prayer, you say, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim." Your rows must be tight, shoulder to shoulder, feet to feet, right? So this is very important because, especially the Asian, I think Indonesian mosques is the same, right? A lot of gaps, right? So annoying,
They hate when you connect the feet together.
and they don't like it, right?
I actually had to look at my
Of course, in general, we can do many things to protect shaitan from us, right? What do we do? The card. It says that.
Wait, is it la ilaha illallah?
Yes, La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu wa ala kulli shay'in qadir. How many times? 10 or 100 times. You get the same reward. Morning and evening. So if you read morning, you get protection from shaitan for the whole morning.
What about if you
So-
have 7 dates for Shaitan?
Sorry?
What about the 7 dates?
What is that? I know there's a sunnah. Yeah, 7 days.
Well, it protects you from.
I don't think it protects shaitan there.
I don't know if it's Shaitan or magic or jinn.
It's Ajwa days only. Not any other day. Just Ajwa days. These days. Ajwa. Anything?
Alright.
Right. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So this is in general, right? Other things that we should do is to remove things that distract you from the prayer. If you sometimes in your prayer mat, it's quite colorful, right? Prayer mat. So you end up looking at prayer mats and you do designs and all this, and it should just be quite plain.
So, you know, one time I was praying, I saw a face on the prayer mat. All the praying mat.
Face.
No, 'cause have you realized that some of these prayer mats have like tiger designs on them? Chef, trust me, focus on the prayer mat, you'll see it. I'm being serious. Have you seen it? It came up on
Yeah.
social media as well. Like,
Yeah.
apparently the people who make them are kuffars, like they do it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But Aisha radhiallahu anha he was forced the Prophet to remove the curtains because the curtains were too distracting. So, have you seen? I'm not being mean, right? Have you seen the videos about the mosque in Iran? Beautiful and so shining, and so how can you concentrate on that kind of mosque?
Is it the Iran or what?
Iran.
That's
Both,
the
I think.
face of the prayer. That's what it's like. If you look into these prayer
Yeah.
mats and designs, they've got faces on them.
Oh, we made it in India.
I had like two. See that?
I didn't say that, right?
right?
Okay, so remove anything that distracts you. Now, if you come to this mosque, right, for example, what are we doing now? Discussing. You don't pray here, right?
Yeah.
Because you distract you. There's so many other places. Go to another place that nobody's talking and all this, so you get more khushu', inshallah, right? So choose the place that you pray. Now, we are not allowed to pray when people are walking in the, let's say there's a corridor, people are walking here and there. You're not allowed to pray there because you only were causing problems with other people, and you won't get khushu'.
Can't pray in the toilet, you can't pray in the
Yes, yeah. So choose a place to pray. You cannot pray in the toilet. Yeah, you cannot pray facing the grave, facing the cemetery.
But what
Yeah.
about no bins?
Sorry.
In the bin. You know that
In
places with the
bins?
Not in the bin. Like, the bin in front of you.
Yeah.
And you pray behind it.
It's okay. But choose a better place.
No, it's not at work in the shop, so I can't just pray like.
Can.
say, I can, but I have to find somewhere. I just do it in the kitchen, innit? But in the
Oh, yes,
bins in
okay.
front
It's
of you.
fine. It's fine. But now, food.
Sometimes,
When food is prepared, Jamal, what is the ruling? let's say you're married, right? Inshallah, right? And then your wife cooks ready, and then Maghrib time comes. You pray first or you eat first?
Nah, you eat, bro. 'Cause you don't think
Sunnah
about
to
that
eat
food,
first, because this is khushu', right? So about khushu', so the hadith from Ibn Majah, yeah, and all this, yeah. So
bro.
so we do.
Eat a date and then pray, then eat.
Yeah, I think it's better when you're fasting in Ramadan. All this you eat like what you do just now, and then pray, then you eat again.
Okay, 'cause I thought.
Yeah, it's better.
They just let you know.
Yeah. Now, there is a hadith from Muslim, which is authentic. So, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Do not pray when there is food prepared. Do not pray when there is food prepared." Yeah. So, eat first, but of course, don't eat appetizer, then main course, then dessert,
That
then
sounds
ice
very
cream, then tea, then you pray. Right? Eat quick. Question?
I take a while to eat.
You have to munch 33 times, eh?
No, like I don't see a small amount, so I like to pray before then eat my.
No, but
Because sometimes it can take long, and then most of the time.
no, just eat a few mouthful. At least just to keep not distracted, no? Yeah, that's yes. Right.
See you tomorrow, inshallah.
Assalamualaikum. Take care.
But so also the other way around that you shouldn't pray when you're like stuff. Like you just eat so much.
Yeah. So as Brother Adam said, right, but it's also not good to eat too much. Overeating because you end up sleepy and again losing your khushu'. Yeah. I don't know. It's not my culture, so I don't eat potatoes. I might rice.
I had butter chicken yesterday, bro. I
Right?
sloughed off. What's carbohydrate?
Now, we discussed before about if you have the inclination to go to the toilet, need to go to the toilet first. Even though you may miss a prayer, it's good to go to the toilet because there's no way they can khushu' sometimes, right? When you're distracted, of course, then you stand with your legs closed.
Shaking, knees are shaking.
Right? Yeah.
What's the point of breaking prayer?
There's no punishment. Okay, how do you break the prayer?
Fine.
No, how do you break the prayer? Do this, do this.
Oh,
How
you
do
mean
you break?
finishing the prayer?
Yeah, how do you
I
break
thought
the
you
prayer?
meant breaking it like.
No, not break, win, but
No, but I thought you meant like. not
how do you
break
end?
the prayer.
How do you end the prayer?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
No need to. Just go.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
It's not
it's
hard.
an innovation.
Oh, is it?
No,
I
just
saw a
go.
chef do it once.
But there is a sunnah when you go, as you say, you lift up your nose because you want to pretend that you have a nosebleed, so you don't be embarrassed. This is what Prophet said. Yes, was it? So
But no, we do.
because it's quite embarrassing, right? You're in the middle of prayer, and people know. Yeah. So people know that you break wind or you want to go to the toilet. It's quite embarrassing. So in order to prevent embarrassment, just do this.
Now everybody.
Yes. So same thing. So it makes no
I
difference.
see you walk to the back like that.
See you after. You're really
Okay.
No, that makes sense though, because it is quite embarrassing.
It is. Yeah.
But so if you do that, then people
Nice.
think past the window, you do it because of the smell.
Yes.
If you when you start praying, you have to hold it in.
No.
No, you don't.
No.
What?
No. If you started to pray, if you have started Allahu Akbar already, I want to go to the toilet, then you go. What do you mean?
What about if it's a fart? Is it not just better to hold it? You're gonna have to really do the whole.
Oh, this is different. You can hold the passing of wind.
Yeah, that's what I was
Right.
gonna say. Like.
But if it's distracting you, then you need to go. Yeah, because especially when you eat all this curry, is it true?
Oh, easy. I'm a rice person. Yes.
Right. Now, any questions so far? We discussed before. Okay, there's some people are obsessed with smoothing the grounds, right? Especially when you bring outside. You're not allowed to do it. You can only do once.
What's that?
Let me say, if I'm praying outside, right? When we're in the beach or whatever, and then the grounds get very, either wet or very rough. You do this. You only should do only once.
You know, there's some people.
Hold on. The Prophet said, "Do not wipe the ground when you are praying, but if you have to do, then do it only once." Abu Dawud. Yeah, because it's distracting. Just pray.
What happens if I put a prayer on the floor and I didn't know there's something underneath my prayer mat, like maybe like a charger or something, whatever. Am I allowed to just?
Hey, technically, this called mubah. Remember, we talked about mubah. So what are the 5 movements again? We discussed it last time. What is a movement that is completely obligatory? Stopping people from crossing in front is obligatory. What is a movement that is sunnah?
If someone's trying to come in the room.
No.
The door.
To fill up the rows. There's a gap, right? So that means that somebody went to toilet. It's a sunnah. I get more reward, increase your status in Jannah. All this when you cover the rows. What is a mubah? Let me finish everything first. Mubah means allowed. Mobile phone ring, you're allowed to move, and sujood. The door, if the door is knocked, but make sure when you move, your face must face the qibla. So let's say I'm here, right? The door is there. I cannot turn around, open, and come out again. I must go sideways, face the qibla.
Isn't if your chest diverts, like is away from the direction of the qibla,
Invalid, yeah, invalid. Everything.
It's not your head, it's just the chest.
Yeah. So when I turn, right, my chest turns, of course, usually. Yeah. What way backwards? But we cannot walk too far away. Just a few steps. I'm not sure, but not too far. Yeah.
So you know some people in a masjid, like especially the older people, the Asian people, like they put like a prayer mat on top of the prayer mat. They pray on that. What is that?
Let's
Like
make it
them
more,
trying
more
to say the
comfortable.
floor's dirty or something.
More comfortable.
Are you allowed to do that?
Or as you said, you just in COVID, right? You want to protect yourself, because when you do this and people coughing, all the germs are on the ground. So some people are just more sensitive to all this. Yeah, so they cover them with their own prayer mat.
Okay, because some people like proper get ready for that.
Yeah, it's all right. Everybody is different,
Just one thing.
right? Okay, what are the movements that is makruh, which means disliked? No, that is haram. Dislike, that means you look at the sky. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So Allah is there, right? Remember discuss there's not Allah is there, but you use a makruh dislike the sky. Yeah, it's disliked. Yeah, it must be on the ground, right? The one that is not allowed is, as you said, to move too much. This, yeah, this will be invalid the whole prayer. You have to be careful.
Once you got an itch, is that the same?
The scratch. But once, twice, is it in the control?
But sometimes.
Okay,
Worst position
yawning.
of your mouth.
Now, Prophet Muhammad said, if any one of you feels the urge to yawn during prayer, let him suppress it as much as he can, lest shaitan enter. So in the prayer, you should suppress. That means if you do that, shaitan will laugh. That means you get distracted already.
But not any. I think
Sorry?
don't you have to express it anytime?
Sorry?
Don't you have to express the yawn anytime?
Yeah, so in the prayer, you must not yawn. Suppress it as best as possible. Sometimes it's difficult, right? Yeah, but this is what the hadith says. No. So stop. Sometimes that because you're humans, especially in Fajr time. What is it?
What about burping?
Burping is, well, it's so disgusting. Especially in the people eat curry, right? Your people, right? And then they pray in the mosque, especially after Maghrib, right? People eat all the curries, the Isha. Subhanallah, right? Very is distracting, of course. It's not polite. Yeah.
If you're playing on your own, is it makruh?
Sorry?
Is it makruh?
Yeah. But it won't invalidate the prayer, of course. Okay. Lastly, right? Salam alaikum. See you Saturday, inshallah, 11. Yeah. Okay. We are allowed, as we discussed before, when we are distracted, Jamal, right, to A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim 3 times, right? Dry spit, and this would, inshallah, protect us from shaitan. Okay? Yes. Yeah, soft. Yeah, by yourself, to yourself. But shouldn't respond. No. Yeah. Now there is a beautiful dua, right? To end this, there is a beautiful dua. And I'm going to forward it to your group, inshallah. It's Allahumma inni a'udhu min arba'. Ya Allah, seek refuge from these four. So min ilmin la yanfa'. That means from knowledge that has no benefit. A lot of people have unbeneficial UK and unbeneficial knowledge, right? And then min qalbin la yakhsha, from the heart that has no khushu'. Then min nafsin la tashba'. What is this? From yourself, yeah. Then last one min du'a la yusma', from a dua that is not heard of by Allah. Right. So this is very difficult dua. I'm going to do, because at the end of the day, brothers, khushu' is everything in the salah. Do you agree? Because that shows clearly, right, how much focus we are with Allah, whether we are ready to meet Allah. It's all based on khushu'. Yeah. No, it's like you surrender yourself to Allah. Surrender with humility, with nobility, and to Allah, right? And to continue with this, because we are going to meet Allah. And the first thing we're going to ask about in our day of judgment is the salah, right? And that is very important. So don't take this very lightly, because it's a huge topic, difficult even for myself, of course, right, to achieve, but something that we just need to try as best as possible to achieve khushu'. Questions? Do you know what to do now after this? Right? I think for me personally, the most thing that helps me a lot, to be grateful to Allah before I start to pray, to thank Him that I'm still alive, and lastly, to know that I might die at any time. That will keep me on my toes to be more serious in my extra worship. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide all of us in the straight path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to achieve the khushu' that we are required in the salah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow all of us to be forgiven our sins and shortcomings. Allow all of us to meet the month of Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant all of Jannah al-Firdaus. Subhanahu wa ta'ala wa astaghfiruka wa atubu subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair. We'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. AICC tomorrow it was 5 o'clock. And at the Saturday, Umrah lesson is about 11 in room number 2, and the normal lesson is about Sunnah prayers on Saturdays at 3 o'clock, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.